Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will. I'm joined by my co-host over here, the Greeze. Say hello, Greeze.
Some say we never left, Will.
We did again for a week. We both went on vacation.
Oh, that's right. That's the wrong. When do I say that? Oh, back from the 15. And we're back from the 15.
Yeah.
Some say we never left.
Yeah. All right. But we're here. We both went on vacation. Roughly the same area, Panhandle. It was fall break
Yeah, we
for
were
our
about
kids.
an hour and a half away.
So we're just going to catch up.
Which is where you like to live.
Yeah, about an hour and a half away. Yeah, that's why I keep you down here in Spring Hill.
Alabama.
So we both went. We were going to try to meet up, and the weather got kind of funky midweek. And
Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was rainy. Like,
We had a great time, though.
we did. It was like air conditioning on the beach.
It felt great. The Gulf itself actually felt kind of good. Like the air was a little crisp, but I liked the ocean temp.
Oh, the water.
Yeah. The Gulf.
We don't have the same nervous system.
That's right. I mean, you fried the electrical system in our office with a space heater.
Yeah, well,
True story.
we're about 2 seconds away from me bringing a daggum propane fire pit in that office.
Well, I mean, hey, at least it's not on the grid, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll pay for my own propane.
Yeah. So Greeze gets cold easily. I thought the weather was great. We have a pool at our house that's heated, so that was also nice because the kids stayed in it for like 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Like they would not get out because it felt
See,
so good.
we didn't have a heater on the pool. So the pool was
Rookie
like
move.
hypothermia, ready to go.
Yeah.
It was just basically hypothermia in a box
Yeah, or in
Rectangle.
a pool. Yeah,
or a rectangle.
yeah.
But no, the beach was awesome. It was really good. I had Jack Daniel's single barrel proof.
Okay.
I only probably drank like 8 ounces the whole week.
Yeah.
But when I did, it was like 4 ounces. And then I probably only drank like twice.
I took with me.
I was with my kids. We were going around everywhere.
I took the Four Roses single barrel Oak and Thieves. I took that with me, and then I took some Havana Club 7-year. And those are the only two things I took with me.
I got one up there.
You got
They're
some?
good.
Yeah. And then I drank a lot of I drink a lot of light beer, or like Modelo is what I was buying. Cause number one selling beer in America.
It is. Yeah.
I'm a trend follower.
Modelo's taking that Bud Light.
Yeah. That number one spot. So we, and my dad likes to have some, lighter beer at the beach. And so we just had that, and we'd have it by the pool with some seafood and stuff, and just kind of,
I did drink
Had a
a
good
chunk
time.
of Natty's.
yeah, it just feels right.
It does.
It
And
just
Natty Light, for
feels
some
right.
weird reason, it feels like I'm home.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So Henry and I went out and we're running some errands one afternoon, and I forget what we had to go get. We had to go get something, but we went by Publix, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you want to get a drink or something?" Because he likes like Body Armors and stuff like that, like juice drink. Body Armor's like kind of like a Gatorade thing.
Got it. I'm not into the health.
So I'm like, "Do you wanna get a drink?" He's like, "Yeah." So we went over to like the cold drink case at Publix, and he grabbed a Liquid Death in the black can, and he goes, "Daddy, this." I go, "Are you sure you don't want like a Body Armor or something?" He goes, "No, this." I'm like, "That's just bubble water, buddy.
Yeah.
Like there's no flavor."
It's sparkling water.
And he's like, "Yeah, this." So we go out, and the tall boy Liquid Death can, put him up in his car seat, strap him in, open it for him, and he holds it up and he goes, "Daddy, beer." And I go, "No, no, 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 no." And he goes, "Beer, Daddy," and starts chugging it. I was like, "Oh no,
Dude,
I'm
can
like,
we
that
fast
is
forward?
bubble water?"
Yeah, can we fast forward like 16 years so that we can get,
I'm in so much trouble.
so we're really close to being able to party with Henry?
I know. It's gonna be rough.
Because I feel like he's going to be a pretty good speed.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a very quick speed right now.
Yeah.
He can take off real fast if you don't watch it.
Yeah, he's kind of conniving's not a great word.
He's devious. He's a little
Devious. Yeah.
We call him Dennis the Menace, so he's a little fun
He
kid.
kind of has that vibe.
Oh, he does. We were gonna make him Dennis the Menace for Halloween last year before he could pick, And but we're like, I don't know if anyone will get it.
No, it's like
he's just
I
like
want to be blowy.
Yeah, no, he wants to be Paddington Bear.
That's cute.
Yeah,
that's on brand for your family, for sure.
You know, little pretentious.
Yeah,
little British Peruvian.
I don't know
bear.
what we're going as. I know Riley's going as Paw Patrol, and then Everly's going probably as some sort of villain. She freaking loves villains.
Oh yeah, she's got a little bit of the dark arts
she
in
does.
her. Yeah,
she does. Well, dark arts. Okay, so here's.
Wait, before you tell your story, I'm gonna say
I have a shark story.
I know, but I brought 6 things to drink through, so we got to start.
Oh, we got to start early.
So
this is technically for the 15 or what was?
Yeah, I didn't know if we'd do a 15 just because we were going to be yammering, and I brought 6 things, but if we get to a 15, we can. This is Boulder Spirits. This is a 6 whiskey tasting. It's called the Adventure Kit. Kaz gave me this, and it's like a prepackaged thing from Boulder.
Old is it?
Oh, I don't know. Huh. It's been a minute, but I think
because he hasn't. Dude, the first time ever
that it didn't shatter.
That a Glen doesn't break when you breathe on it. Holy crap!
That was great.
This is not an endorsement for Glens. In fact, they suck.
There's an interesting thing about Boulder Spirits is that we have a lost review of a Boulder single barrel.
Yes,
that we filmed a year ago at this point, and it was great. It was really good, and we don't know where the footage or the audio is. So we've liked Boulder stuff before.
Do we know how that happened?
Yes.
I think I know how.
And then they have a quick guide of how the whiskey's made. What's in here though is a straight bourbon bottled in bond, straight bourbon in a sherry cask, American single malt bottled in bond, and a peated American single malt. So we can.
No.
Where's the peated? And we'll throw that one away.
Yeah.
And then
I don't want the peat, man.
Sherry cask. It's probably that one. Straight bourbon. We'll start with the straight bourbon and go through it.
This is straight bourbon bottle.
Get rid of that one. All right, so we'll just kind of drink on these.
Do it on proof. Do it in proof.
Well, this is 42% the straight bourbon, so 84.
That's probably a good starter.
That's a starter, but we'll just drink through these, kind of get some thoughts as you tell your sharp.
And if that's a high one that we have, like if 84 proof is the high one.
Well, I think 100 proof is the highest.
That's the bottled one.
I know, this is the lowest.
So they don't have a cask strength option in here? This ain't no tasting.
Not in this tasting.
This is basically like a stocking stuffer you don't really want.
The sherry cask is 47%.
Okay, so 94.
Oh yeah, it's 100 is the top on this. So, all right, so this is straight bourbon, but tell me your shark story.
Oh man, this smells good.
Also, they share
although I hadn't had whiskey.
Graham from Hogback, I think uses their still in their mashing facility and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
So that's why he only has like 100 barrels at a time.
Right, because it's they don't work together.
But dude, whatever his mash bill is and whatever,
it's kind of almost like gummy bear notes on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fruity, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
3 years old, level
Holding
3 char, copper pot still.
There you go.
51% corn, 44% malted barley, 5% rye.
Does not taste like 44%.
That's a crazy
barley.
mash bill. All right, so tell me your shark story.
Okay. Let me paint a picture.
Okay.
There's this canal.
The artist.
Like on Mexico Beach, there's this canal. If you're coming from the west, you cross over the canal to come into Mexico Beach.
I understand that.
So the other side of the canal is like a whole nother dimension.
It's like a bay or like an intercoastal kind of thing.
No. It's land in the military base. Tyndall Air Force
Right,
Base.
but the canal, like the water is like an intercoastal. Like it goes land, that
water,
yeah,
and then land on the other
then
side.
the beach,
but it's
and
just
then
a
the Gulf.
canal. It's not like it doesn't go up
Got
into it. It's just like half a mile long.
Okay, got it.
So what I have learned is on the other side of the canal from Mexico Beach,
right,
is it hits different over there in many ways.
Okay, different people, more locals.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
I don't know who they are, and
they're Florida people.
I've met some locals, and they all seem like carefree, but Anyway, this guy. So we're on the other side because we can let my dog roam.
Okay.
Like it's not Mexico Beach, so there's no leash law or like whatever city ordinance or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we're over there and I've got Maggie with me, my dog, and there's another dog coming. It's just this black and white dog or whatever. And she's going nuts. And I'm like, hey, she's totally friendly and good. Like, it's always awkward. It's like, do you want me to come over there?
She's fertile too.
Or yeah, no, she's real fertile. Freaking 11 puppies.
Yeah.
God. Or I guess she's not fertile.
Why not?
Can women be fertile?
Okay.
Or like, I thought. I
It
just look at
takes two-
fertilizer a different way than you.
Takes two to tango, buddy.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Sure.
like,
All right, continue.
So anyway, we do the awkward thing or whatever, and I come over and he was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" You know, kind of raspy, but kind of you could tell he was a kind
Sure.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just a weathered soul.
Weathered soul, and he out of nowhere he goes, "You know what my name is?"
Oh no.
And I was like,
No, I don't.
No, man, what is it? You know, and like I immediately knew,
And Lord knows he has
there
no
is
idea your name's the Greeze. So.
right? And there is there's something off about this guy,
Right.
and I don't know what it is, but I kind of did like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be a nice human being, and I'm just gonna talk to this guy because he obviously wants to talk.
Right. Yeah. I get that.
You know what I mean? So he was like, "You know what my name is?" I was like, "No, man, what is it?" He's like, "Shark." I was like, "Your name is Shark? That's a killer freaking name, dude."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." Lifts up his arm. He's got this shark head and like
Is like
and a scuba diver on it.
is the ink kind of fading? Like he's had it a minute.
Oh, he's had it a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it went through a car wash.
Yeah.
With the top down situation. But he looks at me again and he goes, "You know what my granddaughter's name is?" I was like,
Nope.
I immediately thought of you when he said that. So, you know my granddaughter's name? I'm like, Will would absolutely say, do not comment. Like, do not say anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the granddaughter was, but like you typically are just like,
Yeah, like,
don't,
just
as
walk
my
away.
attorney, you're just like,
Yeah.
don't answer that.
Yeah. Walk away.
I was like, no, man, what's her name? Is it Shark? You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And he's like, it's Coral.
Okay.
I was like, all right, cool. He's like, yeah, man. The Lord Jesus Christ put a new spirit and blood in me, and it saved my life. And I was like, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, good for you. Like, whatever that meant. And then he reaches into his shirt, goes down here and pulls out and holds this and be like, this is my new heart.
It's like a giant crucifix or something. What are we talking about?
It's a giant shark tooth.
No.
It's a shark tooth. He's holding, and a huge gold chain. He just holds it up and he goes, this is my new heart. And doesn't say a thing. Just holds it like in my face, like proud, like look at this daggum shrine.
And how, like, whatever analogy or metaphor that shark tooth necklace was.
Oh, it's out the window.
But it's like, he thought you got it. He thought you were locked in.
Oh yeah. I'm,
Like the logical leap from
blood of Jesus.
My name is Shark.
Yeah.
My granddaughter's name is Coral.
Right.
I'm saved by the Lord. Shark tooth.
New blood.
New blood. Shark tooth. In his brain, all of that
all connects.
Complete narrative.
Complete.
Yeah.
And dude, I could understand that it was complete in his head.
Yeah, but it was
like,
not complete in anybody
I was
else's.
like, man, that is such a cool story. Like that's what I was like super kind about it, positive. I was like, dude, just make it through this so that this guy doesn't feel stupid.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what
I'm also
basically
kind of
said to
surprised you didn't
myself-
say like, and you know what I do with this shark tooth with my new heart? I sacrifice people like you.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it could have gone there.
it was borderline close.
Yeah.
I will tell you, if I wasn't a baseball throw within the city limits of Mexico Beach, it could have gone south like that.
Yeah.
If I was further down that beach,
Yeah.
nobody could hear me.
So what you're saying is Maggie got no more free roam time after that fateful day.
Yes, no, she's good. You just tell her to stay and sit. She's really pretty good about it. However,
Any other follow up?
yeah. Oh, no,
okay.
there's-
It keeps going.
there's
I poured you the bottled and
there's
bond.
another one. It's like one of those like comedian, like I'm just gonna softball this at the end, and it's gonna
Yeah.
just bring back all the joke laughter that you had before. He looks at me. He goes, and I didn't know if this was going to end at this point, especially when he circled back to this.
Yeah.
I was like, is this 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't know if I can be nice
Mhm.
for 30 minutes.
Right. There's a statute of limitations on this.
I wouldn't be a jerk, but I'd be like, hey man, like I gotta go and play with my kids at the beach.
Right.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Right.
hey man, like I'm gonna get back to my kids and play a little bit. He looks over at me and goes, you know what my dog's name is?
He did
After
not.
all of that,
Yeah.
he comes back with, you know what my dog's name is? And I'm like, Jesus.
That would have been a good guess.
Oh, I should have said that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Is it Jesus?
Yeah.
He's like, it's Hook. And I was like, the most on-brand thing. I'm like, dude, this guy, he went to Zaxby's
Yeah.
and he ordered tongue torch and they gave him nuclear
Yeah.
and it's affected him ever since.
Yeah.
Like he's not the same.
Not firing all cylinders.
Well, I don't even know what his name was.
Shark.
It's not Shark.
Could be.
Can we just, he does
Go down
not
the
look,
courthouse,
he-
man.
No, he does not look like a guy that would pay for a vanity plate, let alone a freaking name change.
I don't know how much it cost.
Vanity plates are like $100. So
No, I'm just saying I don't know how much it costs for a name change in that county.
I know, but what? Just get a freaking license plate that says Shark. They're probably taken. Let's just be honest.
Guaranteed
in
Shark
all
is
50
taken.
states.
Yeah.
all 50 of them.
Yeah. Once a tag's taken, if someone doesn't renew it, can someone else take it?
Oh yeah.
You can?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can swoop it?
This is a statute of limitations thing.
Yeah, I don't know how long though. It's like a phone number.
Yeah. It probably lasts as long as the DMV line.
So years.
Yeah. So you've got some time to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shark, coral, hook, saved by the blood, and
Shark
a
tooth.
giant shark tooth.
I mean, dude,
was it like megalodon size?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was that big. And I don't even know.
Was it dipped in anything or was it just
I want to say
gnarly?
that he found it diving
I hope so.
because
Hope he didn't get it a shell
the
shock.
tattoo was a shark
Right.
with the diving
Diving.
flag
Yeah.
on it with a scuba diver.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're going to be like,
Shark. But he could have given a little bit more context.
I don't think context was in the radar of this human being.
Well, clearly not. He gave a lot of information.
He
with
assu-
no answer.
No, he assumed that I already knew 3 damn names of
This
people
is also
that
true.
don't exist before
Right.
that day.
He was asking you
If I knew their name,
You know what
his
my name is? No. Do you
No.
know what my dog's name is? Also no.
No.
And not where I would have gone. Like
And Will said, I can't guess about your granddaughter's name.
right. But coral was probably in the top 5. I would have guessed. For
Right.
it.
Like, what if I did randomly guess and it was her name?
then he would have.
I would
hugged
look
you.
like a psycho.
No. First of all,
Okay, fair.
this man's not that a psycho.
where we're at. So my buddy Dan Young, who lives in the neighborhood,
Right. Met him at Southern Whiskey Society. Right.
that's Shane.
Shane.
Dan Young is in my neighborhood. He's his family is here. They ended up randomly being like 3 or 4 miles away from us.
Oh.
And so we did the beach with them like 3 days that week because kids are able to play with kids. And it's
Right.
just,
Yeah.
it's like a babysitter, and then adults hang around and talk and drink beer.
Yeah. We did. We
He
met up
was
with some
there
folks from
for
our
this. He wasn't engaged. He was off to the side.
church. Like a smart human.
And he literally comes over to me and goes, what was that? Like, what was that all about?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I told him a very 30-second story of what that, I was like, I figured that was what was happening.
You did miss out on saying, do you know what my name is? And then saying, I'm the Greeze. That's the bottle and bond I just poured you.
Both of these are great.
Yeah. I don't know price points, but if they're under 50,
Well, it's craft, right?
right. Yeah. If they're under 50, I'm sold. I've had a cask strength of their Boulder Bourbon. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I actually have a sample of that
Bottle and bond
from
is
Cos.
legit. I bet that's probably in the 60 range.
Probably, but if it's under 50, it's buy. I mean, it's solid buy.
Both of those are by under 50 because the 84 proof really held up.
Yeah, it did. It was solid.
Surprisingly held
Good
up.
flavor. I like that low rye high malt. That was interesting twist.
Very interesting.
Sherry cask.
Okay, yeah, that looks like it took a bath in freaking sherry. Okay, that sherry.
Same mash
Sherry
bill,
wine.
obviously. Take a bath in sherry. I'm trying to think if I had any. So we went to.
I love a good bubble bath.
Did y'all have all those pink meanies? Those big old giant pink jellyfish down there?
No.
They were everywhere. I'm talking.
In the water.
Oh, yeah. I saw a jellyfish literally as large as my children.
Oh, don't do that.
Giant. So
They hurt.
you would think.
Oh, those are
These
docile?
pink meanies, they're not docile. They come in. First of all, I did a little bit of a rabbit hole scrolling in bed at night.
Research on these things?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
As I do.
100%. Dude, if you're swimming with something, you better know what the heck it is.
And so, and
that's
they were
why I hate
so
the ocean,
big,
because
and you
I
look
don't know
down,
everything in there.
And they have like fish caught up in their tentacles. Like it looks menacing.
Yeah.
Apparently, they didn't first start seeing these until like 2000. These jellyfish, they were declared
Are they
an
mutants?
entirely new species in 2010. So they are like prior to 2000, they didn't even see them. And then when they started doing biological research, they're like, this is a new species we didn't know about.
It's not like matching like DNA.
Yeah. No,
not
it's like a
enough
whole
links.
new subset of jellyfish. And
I mean, it might be shark.
They come in.
Sharks. Shark let them go, man. Changed my life.
They come in and they eat the moon jellyfish, which is like a more common one in the area.
Okay.
That's their like.
That's the little small ones with the little things.
Yeah, they're like really clear and they have like, looks like,
the clear ones.
It has a clover leaf on it.
Yeah.
They come in and eat those. But despite their name, pink meanie, their sting kind of feels like a mosquito bite. It's not that bad.
I would totally swim with those.
I mean,
that's all it was.
I was surf fishing
But like if
all around them, and I one at first before I did all the research, I was being so careful. They were everywhere, but I was very careful looking, and I felt one graze my leg. Like it felt like a head of hair swooping by my leg. I'm like, I did not need this today.
No. I'm
late.
on vacation.
I'm going to be laid up in bed, having people pee on my leg to neutralize the sting.
Dude, you know if you
do.
called me, I would have totally done a 3-hour round trip thing.
If I had, you would have been the first person.
Yeah, because my pee's pretty crazy.
It's potent. It's orange.
Smells like vitamins.
You didn't drink enough water. So
it looks like kidney failure.
I didn't like jump back so it didn't get tangled and it just kind of went off. And I felt like little tiny, like a little tingle. And I'm like, it must have not gotten me bad. That's not that bad. And then I went back and read and I'm like, no, I think I just got solid stung. It just isn't bad. So that was that. Did some fishing, played with the kids. We went to Shell Island, which I hadn't done since I was
we
5 years old.
Dude,
we took the ferry out to it.
We take the boat out. Dude, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like 5 miles of uninterrupted beach.
Yeah.
It's like a wildlife preserve or something reserve.
Well, and that's
what is it? Preserve?
Yeah, preserve.
Yeah, preserve.
So I hadn't been since I was a kid, and my daughter loves looking for seashells, which on the normal Gulf beaches they're not there.
It's
just
fine.
broken dead.
It's fine.
And so my dad's like, "Oh, we should go to Shell Island." I was like, yes. Why have I not thought of this? He's in.
Did y'all just bring
over 30-something years.
like all your beach stuff?
Yeah, we just brought a couple things, and we were only there for a couple hours. We took the little ferry boat out.
Yeah.
Had a little picnic.
Does the ferry boat stay there until you're ready to
every
leave?
30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
From 10 in the morning till 5 at night.
Got it.
And then we were ready to leave, went back, and it was perfect. And it was like the kids loved it.
Ginormous, like conch shells out there, huge, like the clam looking ones. You know what I mean?
Scallops. Little scallop shell. Yeah. So anyhow, Adeline got a bunch of shells, whole bucket full. She was happy. When she gets older, we'll be able to, because the guy's like, the further down the beach you go, the more like, because people don't make it down that far. He's like, the bigger they get.
Yeah.
And we got decently far down, but they're still little.
Yeah.
And so,
so we were in our personal boat. So we literally just kind of went up and then basically drove up onto the beach with the boat and then just anchored it.
Ooh, that sherry's good. That's really good.
It smells like a crayon.
I didn't get that.
No, it's better now. I think that was my saliva or something.
That also checks out.
A lot of sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty balanced.
Yeah, more sherry than I was expecting, but it's good. That one's 90.
It's an explosion of sherry, but then it just levels.
Let's see how much.
And becomes balanced.
94 proof. 94 proof. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid sipper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fall. Mm-hmm. That's a good fall sipper. I like that. I like these. These are good, especially for craft. Getting now 3 in a row that aren't abysmal.
Dude, I'm super surprised right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do good stuff. Copper pot still.
So the sherry is, you said it was 94.
Mm-hmm.
Still the 44. Okay, so is it the same mash bill across all of them?
Yeah, until you get to the American Single Malt. Then it's 100% malted
yeah,
barley. So,
wow.
yeah, it's a cool mash bill, though. I like the 50% or the
low
44%
malted barley. On paper, I would have said 3 years, 44% malted barley. I'm like, no,
thank you. Yeah.
Level 3 char, like,
yeah, it's not like aggressive.
There's
a lot of good stuff to it.
250 liters ex sherry casks. Those are big casks.
Yeah, big cask.
I like that cask. All right. So that's 3 down, and all 3 are buys if they're under $50.
Yeah, the sherry, I'm wondering if
it's going to be more. It's going to be more, and I would probably. You're right. That is a good like Thanksgiving family get together pour.
Yeah,
like, hey man, this will bring Christmas into the house, into your blood.
This says from Applejack Wine, Boulder Sherry cask is $75.
75. It feels right. I said 70.
Nope, that's a cask strength version. I would have some fun with that.
$70 cask strength version of it.
Yeah, this doesn't have an SRP.
That feels like it would be a buy.
Let's see.
Without even tasting it. If I knew
that, yeah. Okay, here's price. So American Single Malt's $55. We haven't gotten to that. The peated malt also $55.
Okay.
Port cask $55.
I'm sensing a theme.
Bottled and bond single malt is $68. Straight bourbon is $45. So that's the first one we had.
Okay.
Bottled and bond is $55. Bourbon.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's.
I'm fine with it. I wish everything was down $5.
Sherry cask is $55.
Okay, then all of these that we've had so far are buys.
This adventure pack, which you can buy on their website, but it says distillery pickups. It's local orders only. So I think if you go by Boulder Spirits, you can get it, but I don't think you can order it. It's $35 for this. That's actually a really good deal to get 6 50 mLs that you can try for $35.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid pickup.
It's a half bottle. Yeah. And I mean, they're expensive bottles, what, $70, $75 you said? Like the most expensive one of these?
No, of these are all like in the...
I thought you said the single malt was... Or no, that was a cask strength malt.
Sorry, the American Single Malt 55. Yeah, all of these are 55, it looks like. The single malt bottled and bond is 68.
And we don't have that one.
We do have that.
We do have that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's move to the single malt regular.
For you to have, so as far as like liquid ratio to value, it's not as good, but when are you going to be able to have 6 bottles?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like obviously
what is this?
This is the regular single malt 92 proof.
I'm actually really excited about this because their malt so far is super fruity and tasty.
Coming in on that bourbon, it was really good. Excuse me, this is 100% malt.
This smells lovely.
Oh.
This smells.
This is. I would not. If you had put this in front of me, I don't know if I'd say what it was, but I wouldn't say it's a single malt. That's really good.
Well, I was about to say 100%, and then I was like, I don't know if it is 100%. What I was going to say.
It's 100% malt.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good pour. That one's $55 as well,
dude.
And I'd buy a bottle of that today.
If I'm going to get a 100% malt product,
right there,
it would be this or something from like ASW, because I literally love all of their malt stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
For some I mean, it's not a weird reason. They do really great stuff. But I haven't related to any malt really.
The ASW stuff I feel like is more, it's a little bit more out there, like flavor profile is not, this is much more, especially maybe because we've had so much malt in their bourbons, but it's a bourbon drinker's malt for sure.
So
you can do the Jack Daniels.
I'm going to do the single malt Jack right behind it just to.
Yeah, here, pour me
because this is a very similar proof. It's 90 proof. Mm-hmm. And we have previously
had sherry
this
finished. I don't think their single malt is sherry finished.
Oh, dang it.
What?
It's not going to be a good comparison.
Used to say.
But maybe.
But you just had
we just had sherry.
Yeah. Theirs is really tasty. Easy drinker too.
That tasted like black tea.
The
right after
Jack
that.
Daniels.
Did you have?
It smells like Lipton.
I know. I know.
That's wild.
And it's obviously the order. Like you just came out of very intense profiles like of sherry and like 100% malt.
That smells like my mom when she's making her sweet tea.
Dude, it's 100. It's 100.
Before she puts the sugar and the extra water in, it's that fresh, really heavily concentrated pot of tea.
Yes.
When she's making sweet tea.
Yeah. That's
100%
what it is.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And there's no denying that note.
No. I mean, it's on the nose.
When we say it's black tea.
Yeah, it's earthy, a little bitter, but not in a bad, like.
We did not get that when we just did this.
No, because it's so in my memory bank.
Yeah.
When the last week when we had that, I would have been like, "Oh, this is just like that." But no,
guys, I'm gonna charge you guys because I don't think it's gonna be hard for you to do.
Yeah,
is find you you can't really do the Jack Daniels one because I went on Tyndall Air Force Base.
Yeah,
and looked, their liquor store was under renovation, and they had like 8 whiskeys. And like one of them was like Jameson and the other, like just stupid stuff.
That government shutdown, man.
And it was just, now they had Jack Daniels barrel proof, single barrel.
Yeah.
But I'd already bought one from another store the last trip I was there. So I was like, I'm not buying any whiskey.
Right.
But I have gotten lucky, in Florida area. I got my only Rock Hill Farms that I've ever acquired in Florida down there. The baby sazzes are everywhere down there.
Oh yeah,
just everywhere. So it's a pretty easy place to get it. But there's some things down there that you can get.
All right, we're gonna go to the
dude. These are delicious. Boulder.
These are really good.
Boulder is.
Well, in our lost review, we kind of had this like epiphany moment.
We did. See, I don't even remember.
We thought it was going to be garbage. And we're kind of angling, not that we would ever do that. We're angling to have a review where we weren't super pleased with it. And we're like, that one can't be great.
Right.
And then we had this.
Yeah, we were hoping to be negative.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? It's time for us to be a little sassy.
Yeah. And we loved it. Yeah. And we just never.
And I think I got upset about it. I was like, I'm so mad that I like this because I really wanted to hate it.
Right.
That's what I said. Well, I actually don't know. We can't confirm it.
I mean, I can. I have the audio of it.
Did you release the audio?
No, I don't normally release audio like that.
For the podcast.
I know I could. I know where it is.
It's a whole show, right? Or is it just a review?
No, it was just like a Buy Bar Pass review.
Oh, we should release that audio for those.
Well, I can, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release that audio only for patrons.
Great.
Yeah. So you can go check that out. Patreon.com/the podcast if you want to hear that Boulder review.
It might be cool just to release it on the podcast platform too.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Hey man, when we want to be number one on food, we just throw all that crap up there.
In Cutter.
Are they doing okay over there?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Cutter, people, our listeners in Cutter, we're with you.
I don't know. We'll find out.
And our safety prayers.
Oh, yeah. For the world. Yeah.
Yes.
I will say.
I'm not going to get into politics and agendas. And
I will say one thing, which does have a little bit of political leaning, but I don't care.
Sure.
I had a premonition. I was.
That's like a thought?
Seeing into the future a little bit.
Oh, okay. Prophecy.
You remember when I met the greatest of all time?
The goat at Beaumont?
No. The boxer, Floyd Mayweather.
I thought you were talking about the boxer that was on that. Maybe that was with somebody else.
Floyd Mayweather. And what did I say to Floyd Mayweather?
Something like, I enjoy what you do, or
I
something.
said, thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for all that you do.
All right. Well, you're laughing now, but guess what Floyd Mayweather did? He loaded up his private jet with supplies for victims of the Hamas terror attack.
Yeah.
And sent it over to Israel.
And picked up the people and got them home?
No,
the US?
He sent supplies over to people.
Oh, I thought he was like hostage, like getting hostage.
No, but he loaded up his plane and sent it over.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like this.
Thank you for all that you do.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing that he's doing.
That is a good thing.
And so I not to bring
We're
the mood
all
down.
Trying to make hell a better place around here. You know what I'm saying?
Not trying to get into the weeds, but good on you, Floyd Mayweather.
Good on you.
And thank you for all that you've done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard, honestly, man. Like the week we were on vacation and all this international stuff started going down. It's very troubling. Some of the biggest stuff that's happened in the history of the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just so heavy.
Yeah. It was a heavy week.
It's hard. And like I was sitting there like on the beach and I'm like, I feel guilty for being on the beach. I felt guilty for like drinking whiskey and escaping, in my own like vacation home, like, I don't know. I was pretty troubled by it. I say all that to say this, like, if y'all can support in any way those people on either side you want to, I don't care. It's called humanity and we need to find it again.
Not one side specifically.
But
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
People that are
there's
affected
politics,
by war.
there's
Right.
opinions, there's innocence. Like there's a lot of things at play. And they need support.
That is I think you and I, maybe because we were both on vacation at the exact same time, which is very rare.
Yeah.
We talked probably the least we have during a vacation period. Like if I'm away, you and I are still in pretty much communication and vice versa.
Yes.
But since we were both out, it was like very limited.
We had like 5 texts.
But our texts were very heavy. Like this is such a horrific thing that's going on and we're just here enjoying ourselves. So it weighed on us a lot while we were out. This is obviously coming out next Monday. So we're a lot closer to us just getting back than you hearing this. But I will say it was
grab that. I stabbed.
Greeze just stabbed himself with a lapel pin.
It's a cool one though.
It's that DSP
TN1
Jack Daniels. So I know a lot of people though are troubled by things going on in the world. So it's real life.
Yeah, it probably makes people drink more. I'm just saying.
Have you had this?
I felt a little guilty.
The American Single Malt Bottle and Bond.
Is this it?
is my favorite.
Did you pour it?
I think so. It's been a minute. I want a whole bottle of that. That's the one that's $68, worth every penny.
All of these at that price point.
This is the best one. The single malt bottle and bond is incredible. We're going to try the peated.
We're doing the peated.
We're going to peat it.
The only reason I'm saying that is because these are freaking solid.
Yeah, we got to slam them somewhere.
There's a big boulder. I mean, they built their house on a boulder.
Yeah, they didn't build it on sandy shores of Mexico Beach.
Oh, man.
They built it on a boulder, a rock in Colorado. Speaking of Colorado, I did, because of the way fall break landed and when we went to the beach, I did not get to go with Ty on the Colorado fishing trip, which it hurt my heart. I was very sad I wasn't there. Our buddy Corey got to go.
Looked like he had a great time.
He had a great time. He caught a nice little pike, which is, I mean, catching a pike in general is just fun. I've never caught a pike. I hooked onto a pike and lost it last year. So I told Corey, I think he caught mine.
Yeah. This guy?
I mean, he's a little bit bigger now, but you got to hold it further out and it looks bigger, Grease, don't you know?
I won't go farther out.
But that's true. You got T-Rex arms. So they had a blast. I miss that. I miss the buddies and the camaraderie and Chris and Pete and all the other guys that are there. Bill.
Yeah, you spend 3 days with somebody, you're like buddies.
So I hopefully will get to get out there next year. My wife was very encouraging of me trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it just, the timeline did not work. I would have spent 2 days of full days of traveling and had 1 day there. It may have been worth it in hindsight, but it would have been a lot. And
I don't
then
think
I would
it would
have. Then I would have had to get in the car and go immediately to drive to the
because you know about those like 3 day like fishing trips and stuff. It's like, I don't know for you, but for me, like there comes a point where like one more day is too much.
I would have been so hungover driving to the beach.
Yes.
From those 2 days and a full day of air travel, because Lord knows you're drinking on a plane.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Somebody asked me what time in the day, what's the earliest I've ever drank? And I was like, I had a 6 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
what else?
Right. I mean, at the beach, I was having breakfast beers. I mean, what are you talking about?
I didn't do that. I don't know. Well, that's nowadays.
Yeah.
I will drink on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily drink before noon a lot of times.
Sure.
But when there's a plane involved,
those rules,
I'm going to need to be carefree about it floating down, or actually not floating down, but like
hopefully, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gliding peacefully.
And I just want to know, that I'm going to be carefree about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man, you know what? This sucks. Great life. Texting Lauren. Love you, babe.
Yeah. Wild turkey.
You got to get the wild turkey.
Yeah.
Don't get anything else. Buffalo Trace on Delta.
Buffalo Trace on Allegiant. I've only flown Allegiant one time, and it was one leg of a flight.
Yeah.
And it was, the plane smelled. So that was a thing that I didn't know.
Have you ever been on a plane that the engines went down for 2 seconds?
While you were in the air?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It was going from Dallas to Tyler, Texas, American Airlines. It was called American Eagle.
Oh, it was a regional jet. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not a jet. It was a dual prop.
Turbo prop.
And we were going, lights go down, hum goes down. All of a sudden it comes back on. I look at this guy right over next to me and I go, I don't think that was normal.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't think so either. Like, and the pilot,
I'm going to be honest with
anything.
You. I'm a really good flyer. I have anxiety about so many things in my life.
Yeah.
Flying, fine with it.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
that may
I'm fine with it.
That may make me be like, I'm going to drive everywhere.
Here's the deal. I'm not a mess. I'm not a nervous wreck on a plane. I can fly just fine. I'm just like, if we're going to go down, I'd rather do it happy.
Oh, sure.
And get like 3 ounces of wild turkey in me. Because in the air, it's like 6 ounces. So
Well, it's
I've been
also,
told.
if all of a sudden the engines go down for longer than 2 seconds, how quickly are you hitting that call button and be like, just bring me around? I don't care. Just,
Yeah, just can you start throwing shots?
yeah, just don't unscrew. Just chuck them.
I don't need
Other people want them.
I don't need a parachute. I just need wild turkey, baby.
Yeah. Oh.
If all the parachutes were gone, I actually think about this a lot.
Of course you do.
Of how to exit a plane in a situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tackle somebody. And
Do you know what? If there was no parachutes,
I don't think they have parachutes on those planes.
Well, if you're over water, okay, if you're over water and you can inflate the thing. You just get on that and like cut it off or something like that, and you could be on top of it, and you would just land on water on a float.
Like you're hoping that it glides down.
No,
You're not thinking about
top heavy and
it just twirling backwards.
You gotta hang on for dear life. I'm just saying, but like
your grip's
at the very end, I feel like you could roll it.
You keep thinking
I'm going to think that.
You keep thinking that. That's good for your soul. Hey.
I wonder if you put one of those pillow cushions that are, you know what I mean? The life jackets that are the cushions.
Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device in the event of an emergency.
Yes. I wonder if you can't like strap those to your feet and jump from a high distance into water and it
I don't think you know how the physics of water work.
I'm pretty sure I do. Water cells attract each other.
If you hit with a bigger surface area on your feet,
yeah,
it's going to make it less likely that you penetrate the water. And it's going to be like hitting concrete. You're going to shatter everything in your body and die.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. Why hasn't anybody explained that to me before?
Because one's asked you if you should strap it to your feet and jump.
Yeah, but I offer that information up freely. Like Shark does.
Yeah, Shark.
Like I'm basically Shark.
Okay, so we're going to try this. Get that clean glass because
we
Lord knows we're going to we have to do something to
yeah, we're going to hate. I have a feeling if we're going to hate one,
it's going to be
this.
So this is 100% malted barley.
Hang on. We need to
3 years minimum peated malt.
Wait, hang on. This bottled and bond. Which one is the one that you said was worth it? $68?
It's the American Single Malt bottled
and bond. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cue that up as a chaser.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's drink something good from behind us. But
nope. This is good.
Well, that's fair. But yep, it's peated, baby. Cheers down the hatch.
But hang on. It's
not like Octomore.
This is approachable peat, if I could say so myself.
You approach Pete. I approach Pete.
I mean, you're getting some Band-Aid. For sure, but
if you like peated stuff and you're not like a crazy person that likes like Octomore,
right?
You're going to enjoy
Jason Newman.
That's a fine... That's not disgusting. It's not repulsive.
This is an easy way to dabble in trying a peated without it being off the wall.
I took one sip and that's all I needed. I don't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to go back to it.
But I'll say good on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's balanced. Mm-hmm. It's not nasty. It's not
approachable for a bourbon drinker.
Yeah. Good work, Boulder.
Yeah. Really good work.
That bottle.
And again, we wanted to hate it.
Yeah. I definitely do not hate it. I won't drink it. But there was nothing that was like the peated.
Oh, the peated. I was like, what are you yeah.
No, I won't drink the peated, but I didn't hate it. There was nothing horrific about it. It was balanced. So
we should buy a case.
This is of the peated?
No. I'm just kidding about buying a case. We don't need whiskey. I literally have like 150 bottles.
Too much
over there for people to like take home with them.
Yeah. Well, that was a good
vertical
thing. Yeah, I like that. Hey, check out Boulder. They're carried. Their main products are carried most places, I think. Look for a cask strength if you can find it. I have a sample from Cause of cask strength. Lights out good. I'll bring it. You can try it.
Oh, okay.
I meant
the sherry.
No, it's just the cask strength regular bourbon.
Okay.
I meant to grab it tonight when I grabbed this, but then I didn't. But this American Single Malt Bottled and Bond is one of the most surprising, delicious things I've had in a while. If you had to buy one, spring for that. Look for it.
Yeah, it's $13 more. Definitely
My goodness, it's so good.
Yeah. It's sweet vanilla.
Yeah.
It's not like a creamy vanilla.
No, it's sweet vanilla. You're right.
Yeah, it's
like ice cream. Like ice cream vanilla, like French vanilla Edie's. Without the cream.
Yeah. It's viscous.
Yeah.
There's some oil to it, but it just doesn't. I wouldn't say that this is creamy vanilla.
Yeah, no.
This is lighter.
Yep.
It's like a flower with a sweetness in the air.
Yeah. No, I get that. It was solid.
I mean, honestly. Yeah. God, there's this one. There is a very familiar note that I've been trying. I tried to get it on the last time I tried this, and I can't figure.
I don't know what
it's like I know this. I know what I'm tasting.
Right.
I just don't know.
You can't put the word to it.
Right.
I can get that. It's delicious.
Tries in that. 5%.
Yeah. No, it's 100% malted barley. It's zero rye.
Oh yeah.
Well, how about that? Hey, folks.
Honestly, level 3 char for them.
It works so well.
It works so well.
It's yeah.
And it's keeping them sweeter.
Yes.
That's why I think we're getting these.
It's not as tannic. It's not as char.
Not as bitter.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I like it. I'm very happy with everything we tried tonight. And Kaz, thank you for the sampler.
Constantine, you. What like nationality is Constantine? Like, is it?
Was he Greek?
I mean, that feels like it.
Yeah.
Like mythology.
No.
Yeah, it was like Constantine. Like
Constantine
Greek
wasn't
mythology.
He wasn't a mythological creature. He was an emperor.
Mythic.
He was an emperor.
Constantine?
Yes.
The Constantine Empire?
No, the Roman Empire.
Oh, it was the Romans.
Or the Greek Empire.
How often do you think about Rome?
Every damn day.
I do think about it a lot.
No, he was Constantine the Great was a Roman emperor from 306 to 337. Yeah. First emperor to convert to Christianity. Wonder if you know Shark. All right, folks, thank you so much for listening to the podcast this week. We're glad to be back at it. If you want to get exclusive content and hang out with us and do lots of things that are fun, patreon.com/thepodcast.
Some pretty big announcements.
To support the show. We mentioned last week that we are shifting some of the ways we're doing. We're doing kind of a glow up. We're getting older. We're doing a little refresh as we do about
Did you
how
say glow up?
Yeah, glow up's when you like, instead of grow up, you glow up. It's like you get hotter as you get older.
I mean, I agree.
It's like
100%. Dude, look at me now. I'm freaking a stallion.
Yeah.
Rewind 10 years ago. Oh,
yeah.
it wasn't even that good.
I've just gotten worse, but that's just.
I don't think so at all.
I don't know who's to say.
I don't know, dude. When you were skinny, poofy head like Will, it was kind of scary. I didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah,
but I mean, we part. We
like,
still part.
He's like, I like you, fat.
No, was it 07?
But at your wedding, when did you get
No,
married?
it was 06. 06 is when we were on that marketing tour.
Oh yeah,
and we killed those vaults.
We almost died of caffeine overdose.
We did. Sorry, I derailed it.
Yeah,
you finish
fine.
it up.
Hey, check it out. Patreon.com/thepodcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We don't know Jack,
but we'll drink it.
All right.